Tributes. The beginnings. The story of tributes begins when men awoke to the profound realization of self as being and as a being. A state best described in René Descartes' eloquent and adequate statement on this level of consciousness: I think, therefore I am. The raison d'être for tributes lies in the realization that it is the application of the product of the mind and none else that forms the basis of man's description of being. The recognition and acknowledgement of those actions driven by that which is of the mind is the basic infrastructure upon which tribute expresses itself. Telling the story of people who by appearance would be least expected to perform such extraordinary deeds. Deeds which are of significant benefit not only to the self but also to life itself. To that extent, tribute thus sets itself the following objectives. Number 1, the total affirmation of life in context. Number 2, the total affirmation of the quest for excellence. Number 3, the recognition and acknowledgement of extraordinary people expressing their alchemist nature. And number 4, firmly placing disabled discourse on a platform of what the disabled can and do for life, rather than what life can do and for the disabled. This, the inaugural tributes function, is the next inevitable step in our evolution as men. We are committed to ensuring that the next step is as sure-footed as the current. Committed to actions that ensure that man's evolutionary development and thus expression of life is from a solid foundation, you. Now, tell me, who else will honor them if not us? After all, these are our children, our sisters and mothers, our friends and colleagues, our leaders and inspirations. So, in recognition of their true might, let us be the first ones that celebrate, recognize, and pay tributes to our women with disabilities. The Tribunes. Kashvira Kandajith. Kashvira is the first deaf chartered accountant in South Africa. She attended a mainstream school and opted to use oral method of communication, which is lip reading, rather than conventional sign language. She was named one of the 20 fun, fearless female cosmopolitan women of 2013 and made the 2012 Shoprite Checkers Women of the Year finals. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome Kashvira Kandajith.
This is your season.
The Tribunes. Nada Els. Leonarda Els, popularly known as Nada, started Miss Deaf South Africa with her husband Gert. She manages the largest pageant for the deaf community in Africa and the second largest for the deaf in the world. She's an extraordinary individual who has managed to proudly produce greats such as Candice Morgan, former Miss Deaf World, Tanil Opel, and Vicky Fourie. Ladies and gentlemen, let's rise for Ms. Nada Else.
This is your season.
The Tribunes. Shamila Suju. Despite losing her sight at the age of 8, Shamila Suju has always shown remarkable leadership qualities. It is these skills that have enabled Shamila to be head of one of the largest NGOs in the disability sector. She is director of the KZN Blind and Deaf Society and sits on the school governing body of the Arthur Blacksall School for the Blind. Shamila holds a certificate in public relations from UNISA, as well as the following awards: the Director's Award, Aryan Benevolent Home in 1987, the Sunday Tribune Herald's Personality in 2001, the Standard Bank KZN Women Achievers Award in the year 2007 in the category of Public Stars for her outstanding contribution to the welfare sector. Ladies and gentlemen, may we all welcome Shamila Suju.
Oh, this is your season. The autumn or spring. This is your season.
The Tribunes. Thulisile Xaba. Thulisile Xaba has managed to look beyond her disability, beyond her impoverished living standards, and followed in her dreams. This young lady, who is a student at Ningizimu Special School in Durban, South Africa, has managed to win gold at the Special Olympics figure skating event, proudly representing South Africa. She previously took home the national gold medal in 2012 and the provincial in the year 2011. Despite living with her unemployed grandmother, Thulisile has proven that she can achieve beyond her circumstances and background. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome Thulisile Xaba. The Tribunes. Thobekile Makhathini. Thobekile Makhathini is the founding member and chairwoman of Sukuma Sakhe Disabled Women Water Farm and Tourism Point, based along Umlazi River at the Welpadach, east of Durban. Thobekile has been making big waves in her community in Ward 77, where she and a team of women from her community have dedicated their time and savings to closing leaking water pipes that waste water. This they do in an effort to fight poverty and high water bills in her community. She recently received the Ministerial Special Projects Female Entrepreneur Award at the KZN Agribusiness Awards for her community garden projects, which have also touched the lives of other people with disabilities. Ladies and gentlemen, may we all rise for Thobekile Makhathini.
Oh, this is your season. The autumn or spring.
The Tribunes. Alison Sonak. Alison Sonak is the producer director of Listen with Your Eyes, a deaf production which made waves this year, putting deaf theatre on the map for South Africa. Alison has had a profound love for theatre and has worked hard to humbly make a name for herself in the industry despite her inability to hear. She is an educator and a passionate advocate for the deaf community and is a founder of the KZN Sign Language Academy. Her theatre production has just returned from France after performing at the European Deaf Theatre Festival. Ladies and gentlemen, let's all clap our hands for Alison Swanak.
Road safety is everybody's responsibility. Your voice can save lives. Call us on 086 221 1010.
Wemshayeli baswile bathina bomthetho
Qaphela, qalaza, phepha.
impilo yakho ibalulekile impilo akuyona yakho wedwa cabangela ingane zakho cabangela umndeni wakho
Don't drink and drive.
qaphela qalaza awuphephe drive safe arrive alive.
Yebo kuyiqala libo kushayela uphuze ambonjwana Musu kushayela ngaphandle kwencwadi sokushayela
Qaphela, qalaza, phepha. Drive safe and stay alive.
Drive safe, obey the rules.
Qaphela, qalaza,
Qaphela
drive safe and stay alive.
Drive safe, obey the rules.
Qaphela, qalaza, drive safe and stay alive.
Drive safe, obey the rules. If you want to
Drive safe and stay alive.
drive safe, obey the rules.
usuku usebenzisa umakhalekhukhwini imoto igijima uzoboshwa
Speed wheels.
Ungayilandeli eduze kakhulu enye imoto khona uzophepha engozini obey the rules obey the
Hey,
Drive safe and stay alive. Drive safe, drive safe and stay alive. Drive safe, obey the rules. Drive safe and stay alive. Drive safe, obey the rules. Drive safe and stay alive. Drive safe, obey the rules.
wemshayeli baswile bathina bomthetho kulokhu uyafanele amanzi wemshayeli baswile bathina bomthetho kulokhu uyahamba amanzi wemdreseli baswile bathina bomthetho sokufanele amanzi abunjwana.
Usihlonipheni udwaba. Qaphela qala.
Yahamba tsotsi asiphephe zero tolerance.
The Tribunes. Nadine Mackenzie. Nadine Mackenzie is the first South African integrated dance teacher. Overcoming adversity that left her paralyzed and a car accident that wiped out almost her entire family, Nadine remains dedicated to her passion for dancing. She holds a unique qualification from Vienna, Austria, and has traveled extensively on the international dance scene with the Remix Dance Company. She is a well-recognized figure within the performing arts community of South Africa, and this year she made it onto the Mail and Guardian most influential young people in South Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, may we all rise for Nadine Mackenzie. The Tribunes. Hilary Lane. Hilary Lane has not only learned to walk, but also to run. This adventurous 55-year-old woman has endured the 42-kilometer New York Marathon, proving that people with cerebral palsy can complete a full-length marathon. Hilary has worked as the CEO for the Western Cape Cerebral Palsy Association. She is currently coordinator at AfriNet, the African Network for Evidence to Action in Disability, which is a flagship project of the Center for Rehabilitation Studies in the Faculty of Health Sciences at Stellenbosch University. She is also a part of Capable, an initiative which holds disability awareness workshops for corporate business throughout South Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, may we all rise in salute for Hilary Lane. The Tribunes. Daphne Poppy Smith. Daphne Poppy Smith is a holder of a BA in Education and a postgraduate diploma in Media Studies and Journalism from Wits University. Daphne has worked as a content producer and producer on 2 entrepreneurship programs broadcast on SABC1, The Enterprise Zone and Vuk'uzenzele. She has worked as a project manager on outreach programs, taking financial education and other awareness programs to communities via radio and print media. In the year 2003, Daphne was on the judging panel for Black Business Quarterly Awards and has also written articles that have featured in various publications. She is an activist, having served on the Albinism Board from 1999 to the year 2012. Ladies and gentlemen, may we all welcome Daphne Poppy Smith.
Oh, this is your season. The autumn or spring, this is your season.
The Tribunes. Liza Aziz. Liza Aziz is the founder of Action in Autism, a non-profit organization that provides support, information, and an early intervention center for people with autism. As a mother of an autistic child, she has had first-hand experience in dealing with autism and has developed a system that works as the voice not only for autistic children, but for their parents as well. She hopes that after managing to persuade government, the private sector, and civil society groups, that she will eventually be able to set up schools for autistic children. Ladies and gentlemen, may we all welcome Liza Aziz. The Tribunes. Adeife Adeniran. Adeife Adeniran is South Africa's youngest blossoming author, publishing her first book at the age of 12. She says being visually impaired has not hampered her sense of imagination and a burning ambition to achieve even more, adding that she is also planning on writing more books in the near future. Her book, Can You Imagine?, has also been sold in the United Kingdom, proving to all of us that even those that say they cannot see can if they exercise their imagination. Ladies and gentlemen, may we all welcome Adeife Adeniran. The Tribunes. Julia Moloi. Julia Moloi was the first black woman in Africa to get involved in publishing as an entrepreneur. Julia launched her first magazine, We Are Capable, in 2003, and as a disabled woman, she had taken pride in using the magazine as a voice for the many people with disabilities in South Africa. The late Julia Moloi will be remembered for her philanthropy and humanitarian